Aloha, this is Steph with Turtle Flow. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you my tips on Trikonasana, triangle pose. So to prep for Trikonasana, you're welcome to have a water bottle or yoga blocks. Come to a wide stance and set one for each foot behind you, or you can move. If you just have one prop, you can always move it. So the key is Trikonasana is an externally rotated hip opening standing pose. So the foundation for the externally rotated hip opening standing poses are you turn your right foot out, so it's pointing straight forward, left foot in, slightly turn your back foot in, and heel toe your front foot left or right. So you start to get one line from heel, if you draw one line, to the arch of your back foot. So that is the traditional textbook alignment, but if it doesn't feel right, if your hip joint hurts, you're also welcome to have heel to heel alignment, but usually it's heel to arch. Trikonasana, you keep your front leg straight, but make sure you're not locking your knee too hard. And the movement comes from your hip joint, not the waist. So oftentimes what I see a lot is the goal is not to bring your hand to your foot, but maintaining this long spine and hinging from the hip joint. So you want to bring your hand, index and your thumb, right at that crease where the thigh and the hip meet, not the waist. And as you exhale, press the hips away from you. Press into that joint. And once you've gone as far as you can, depending on how open your hamstring is and your bone structure of the hips, keep the spine long from tailbone to the crown of your head, and keep leaning back as if there's an imaginary wall while grounding into that mound of your big toe. Then lengthen and reach out with that bottom hand, and you might just come to your shin, ankle, or all the way to the floor. Again, you can use your block if you need, but maintaining that long spine. And the top arm can be at the waist. You can also look up, straight or down, as long as you're not collapsing from that top shoulder. So this could be your triangle today, or as you're holding, if you feel the opening, you can go lower. Blocks have 3 settings, or you can be on your fingertips. Some of you might come down to your palm. Top hand can stay at the waist, or you can reach straight up, or top arm over your head for extended triangle. As you're holding, if it's too much, you can always back off by coming up higher. So always honoring the present moment. Back leg is firmly grounded through the outer edge of your back foot. And then back leg is firmly engaged to anchor this pose. Another arm option is to have your palm face behind you. Do a half bind to get a nice heart opening. Plugging your spine into your chest. You can also look up or down. And then reach your top arm up. Root and rise with long spine. Hands to your waist. And go to the other side. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side so that you're even. And you're going to notice that one side is going to be more open than the other. So try not to match exactly what you did on the other side, but honor what feels right for you. So again, you're going to turn your left foot out, right foot in. And how wide you go also depends on what feels sustainable. So find the right width that feels right for you. So as you're in the pose, you might draw your front foot more forward if you want to go wider. You can heel toe your back foot in if you need to narrow your stance. So that's another tip. So again, you want to kind of test out by keeping your spine long. Bring your hand right at the crease where the thigh and the hip meet, not the waist. As you exhale, start to press and hinge from that hip joint, keeping your spine straight. So what I see a lot is people dropping forward or bending the spine just to bring your hand lower. You don't want to do that. You want to hinge from your hips, keep your spine long, and it's better to stay higher. Maybe you just come to here, and that could be enough for today. The most important thing is that you find space expansion through your inhale. Then ground through your exhale, and maybe some tightness can release as you exhale. So then once you found the right spot for you, you can bring your hand to your block. Maybe you need to go wider. You can heel to your back foot in and out as you're holding. Keep leaning back as you ground through your front big toe, mound of your big toe. You can go lower. You can lower your block. If you don't have your block, you can just have your hand on the leg, but make sure your hand is lightly resting, not putting all the weight. Again, the hand can be at the waist. You can look straight up or down as long as you're not collapsing. You can also reach your top arm up, Trikonasana, or Utthita Hasta in Trikonasana, extended triangle. When you extend, keep your pinky to draw down, reach forward and up. Keep drawing your heart towards the sky, and back leg is firm. And breathe. Another option is a half bind. Palm face is behind you. Lean back, you can look up, plugging in your spine into your chest. Or you can look down. Keep drawing that left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe. Keep your face soft. Reach your top arm up. Root and rise. Good. Hands at your waist. Turn your toes in. You can heel toe your feet together or hop your feet together into mountain pose. And feel free to kind of shake it out. So that was my yoga tip for Trikonasana, triangle pose. I hope that was helpful to you. It's nice to break it down and create that cell memory. So when you take these vinyasa classes where everything goes fast, your body just knows exactly where to go. And these alignments helps to not just be a perfectionist, but to help you find the target area and really benefit from what the pose is supposed to do. So it's really great for releasing your back, opening your hips, and opening the back of your leg, the hamstring. Another fun thing to do with kids is you can count how many triangles are in the pose once you're in the pose. You can, if you have children, you can always play around with it. So let me know how that helped you. Hope that was very helpful to you, or if you found any aha moments. And the more you do it, you just let the body open up naturally instead of forcing. So hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and let me know if you have any requests for any other yoga tips you might need. And go within and find your inner sparkle. Aloha. Namaste.